We have some updated news about Carly Trent and the fact that she has been found. We are getting ready for a media press conference.
That's right. TBI Director Mark Wynn's addressing the news media in Nashville. Let's go to that live now.
In the coming days and weeks, we will work with the District Attorney, Dan Armstrong, to ensure that Gary Simpson is prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Gary Simpson is charged with especially aggravated kidnapping, but officers and agents will pursue additional charges if warranted. As part of the child abduction response protocol, strategies were put in place to aid in bringing Carly home. One of these techniques is to ask the public to check their property, barns, outbuildings, and four-wheel trails. 2 conscientious Hawkins County residents did just that. Donnie Lawson and Baptist minister Roger Carpenter found Gary Simpson and Carly Trent deep into their property along trails only accessible by four-wheel drive. Mr. Carpenter held Gary Simpson at gunpoint while Mr. Lawson called 911 and rescued Carly. We are sure the family of Carly Trent sends their heartfelt thanks to the actions that were taken today. We would like to thank the Rogersville Police Department, Hawkins County Sheriff's Department, the United States Marshal Service, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, the Tennessee Highway Patrol, the Tennessee Emergency Management, and the Tennessee National Guard for all their assistance in this case. At this time, we'll take a few questions as you might expect. This is really evolving pretty quick. And so we don't have a lot, but I will try to answer any question that you might have.
Director, what can you tell us about Carly's condition? What do we know at this point?
She appeared to be okay, but obviously we're going to have to take her and get medically treated and advised, and we'll see from there. She's en route to the hospital right now. Any other questions?
Gary Simpson, do you know how long they've been in that location for?
No, we don't. It's just too early. It's very rural. In fact, there was very little phone service there. We're even having trouble contacting our agents that are on the scene right now because there's just such little cell phone service in that area. Very
Can you
rural.
elaborate any more on what you think his motive might have been, or what it was that led you to say that you believe that she might be in imminent danger of harm or death?
Well, you know, anytime someone is taken like this, kidnapped, we know that time's not on our side. And we've got to act and react very quickly. So we want to take the most precautions that we can. And part of that is putting the word out that we felt she was in danger, imminent danger, because our intelligence was telling us that. But thank God she was rescued safe. And we'll just hope that, that all the medical examinations turn out positive.
Were you able to recover the van?
Yes, we have.
Was it there in the location? Did they have a campsite set up?
It was close. It was close.
They were camping?
It was close. The van was in close proximity to where we got it. But obviously, where they were at, we could only access by four-wheelers. So that tells you how rural it was and how deep back in there it was.
We've been seeing this constant pressure the last week from the TBI and other law enforcement, keeping the word out there, making sure that Amber Alert stays on billboards. Did that make a difference?
Well, you know, we hope it did. We think it did. In cases like this, we've learned from analyzing cases from not just here in Tennessee, but all over the country, that you've got to keep pressure out there. You've got to keep the word out there. You got to keep the public involved, and that's what we were trying to do. And once again, I think it worked. You know, the public is who rescued Carly, and without keeping them involved and without their assistance, I wouldn't be standing here right now.
Do you know, was Simpson?
You are listening right now to a press conference held with all of the details on what they know so far about Carly Trent and Gary Simpson and them being found and the Amber Alert being canceled.
And TBI Director Mark Wynn just painted a remarkable picture of what went down this afternoon. Two men heard the request from the TBI to search property.
Right.
And they did it. And they identified them as Donnie Lawson, we believe that's what he said, and Roger Carpenter. And I think he said one of them was a Baptist minister.
Right.
And Director Gwynn said Roger Carpenter held Gary Simpson at gunpoint while Donnie Lawson went and called police.
Which is amazing because they said that there was very little cell service.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get any kind of cell service in that area because it was so remote. In fact, he was talking a little bit about where the campsite was, where they found the two, and the director said that it was only accessible by four-wheeler to get up into that area.
And he said they had to park the van. It was nearby, but they had to, apparently then parked it and walked up, and that's where they were. And we got a couple of heroes on our hand here today.
Remarkable.
Who did amazing work there. We're going to continue to try to find out more about that in a moment.
We'll be back in a moment.